it's Renee. Today we're going to talk about lighting and how crucial it is to your pictures. So obviously it's important to first understand your camera settings. So if you don't know those yet, head on over to simplysnappingmom.com and click on the photography tab and you could start reading and watching videos on that. But today we are going to focus on lighting, because whether you're using a cell phone, older camera, or the most fancy expensive camera, you can dramatically transform your pictures by using lighting. So we're going to talk about 5 rules that I personally live by with my photography, and I only kind of develop these by constantly practicing, basically. Just putting my kids or my subjects in different places and seeing over time where the best pictures and what gets the best results. So the first rule we're going to talk about today is using natural light. This one is very easy, especially if you're indoors. So you want to move your subject as close as you can to natural light streaming in from a window or a door. Sometimes you even have to open the door to get this effect. In this first example that I'm showing you, I used the same subject in the same room. I just moved her from point A in the picture to point B. So only a couple feet forwards towards the sliding glass door where the natural light was pouring in. As you can see, the picture A is very dark, doesn't have a lot of quality to it, doesn't make you feel anything. It's not a good picture. Now we're going to look at picture B. As you can see in picture B, the picture is a much better quality picture. There's catch lights in the subject's eyes where you can see almost a sparkle. It is a very bright picture. The color is sharp, and this is the picture that you want. And again, I used the same camera, the same subject, same room. All I did was move the subject a couple feet towards the light. Now we're going to move on to rule number 2, which is inside the same kind of situation, but where you're facing your subject. So in a low light situation, like indoors, you always want your subject to be facing towards the light, not facing away from the light. So as you can see on this diagram, for the first picture I'm going to show you, subject A has her back towards the light. She's facing away from the light for the picture. In picture B, she's facing towards the natural light. You can see here the quality of picture A is terrible. The color's dark, the background's highlighted in the picture, there's not a lot of color in the picture, opposed to now picture B, where you can see the brightness, again, that same photo, similar to what we saw before, where the subject is facing towards the natural light and it's a much better quality picture. Now we're going to talk about outdoor pictures and lighting for outdoors. So when I started photography, I just automatically assumed, if you would have asked me, that taking pictures in bright sun in the middle of the day was the best scenario. Turns out that's probably the worst. In bright sun, the subject has squinted expressions, the color's flattened, the picture is just not as good. So, as you can see in this example, all I did was move my subject from point A to B. So I moved my subject from being in the bright sun in the middle of the day to a shaded spot. Now this type of shade we call open shade. What that means is that the subject is in the shade, but you're standing in the sun and they are facing towards the sun or facing towards the natural light. Open shade provides the best quality pictures in my opinion. So anytime I'm taking pictures outside, I look for open shade. So again, they're in the shade, but they're facing towards sun or towards natural light. So you can see in this example, picture A, the subject, like the colors are dull, it's not a very good quality picture. When I moved my subject back 2 feet to the open shade, it produced a very nice portrait. We're going to talk about where to face the subject outside if you don't have shade. This is the 4th lighting rule. If your subject is outside and it's bright sun, you don't want them facing towards the sun. My daughter's a little dramatic here, but you'll see in the picture, she doesn't even open her eyes. She's squinting. Again, it's not a good quality picture. When I turn her so that the sun is to her back, you get a backlight effect and a much better quality picture. So again, in this diagram, picture A is facing towards the sun and picture B is facing away from the sun. Here's picture A. Again, very dramatic subject. And here's picture B, much better quality picture. Now we're going to talk about the last lighting rule, and it's not always practical because you can't always decide what time of the day you're taking pictures, but if you can, the evening light or early morning is the best time to take pictures. When the sun is setting, they call it the golden hour. I love taking pictures at this time, so a lot of times I bring my camera out then. Or if someone would like me to take pictures of them, I suggest doing it around that time. So I'll say, how about right after dinner? So as you can see here in picture A, we're doing it midday in the sun, and picture B is in the evening. So here's picture A. You can see that the colors aren't the greatest and the subject doesn't look as natural, opposed to picture B, which was taken in the evening, where the subject, it produces a very nice portrait and very nice colors. Thanks for watching. I hope this made snapping a little more simple for you. For up-to-date discussions on photography and family, make sure to head on over and like my Facebook page at facebook.com/simplysnappingblog. And check out my website at simplysnappingmom.com for more discussions and videos. Thank you.